Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, I will tell you a little bit about what I believe or what I think about Steve Harvey, I should say. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I drop a new video. And I really do appreciate you for doing that because it will help the channel grow and it will help me as a YouTube and content creator. Now, Steve Harvey is a hardworking man who truly made a way for himself by putting the work in and doing what he needed to do to be successful. There's not many people who would work as hard as him. However, he understands the industry and he has an image to uphold and protect. A lot of his talking points are not those of what the everyday male would exhibit, nor does he want to be like the everyday male because he is getting paid to speak in the manner of which he does. And that manner is women good sometimes and men bad most times. If that makes sense to you, I'm not trying to pull on heartstrings. I'm not trying to divide men or women. I'm not trying to say one is better and the other one is worse. However, I'm super proud of myself to be in a position financially to where I don't care what other people think. All I do is base my own opinions on logic. And I don't sway one way just because I'm a man. I don't have to think all men should do this or all women should do that. But what I will say is that a lot of men are given bad advice because we all know that women consume the most content, and so content will lead more to the liking of what they'll be used to. So for example, if I say all men should pay every woman's bills, a woman shouldn't have to lift a finger, that stuff would go viral. Why don't I talk about that? Well, it's because I don't believe that all men should do that. Because not all women will be the caliber for that man to enable him to want to do that. I do believe that if a woman is that type of caliber of person, she cooks, she cleans, she does whatever that man specifically wants, that a man would try to do his best in order to protect, provide, and support her. But this isn't necessarily about man and woman. This is more about just the stigma that society or our entertainers portray in order to earn a better income. So you'll see a man would never talk about his relationships, whereas a woman would openly express, oh, I did this because of X, Y, and Z. I cheated because of X, Y, and Z. Now, this is important to know for anyone involved in finance, anyone involved in business, because at the same time, although this is not a relationship channel, this is a channel that allows you to communicate with others, allows you to understand others better, their thought process, how this affects their money. You see, my channel, I really want to build a community of people who are based on logic and not feelings, a community of people who are based in understanding and really trying to get to know one another, not just judging someone based on maybe one or two preferences, but actually getting to know them and understand them and saying, oh wow, this person truly does have some good talking points. This person is making sense. I don't agree with that, but I'm willing to at least argue my point because he or she is willing to listen. And so, you see, my talking points are not to say one person bad, one person good, as I stated before. But one thing that I do want you to take from Steve Harvey is how hard he works, how many channels he is running, how many TV shows the man is on, how many interviews the man has done, how many comedy shows this man has run. From being homeless to not going home to going on more tours and more tours and more tours without knowing where he was going to sleep the next night, sleeping in his car, to becoming a multi millionaire in his late 40s, right? All that life. And then in your late 40s, you've become something that many people couldn't wish to accomplish in 5 lifetimes. Let's be real, the average person only makes 3 million in their whole life. Steve Harvey has duplicated and quadrupled that in so many ways, so many times. But it's not all about finance, it's all about how you live your life for me and how you want to be portrayed not only to society, but what you want to leave society with. And I do believe some talking points can lead to a man's financial digression. And it can also lead women to think that they're doing more than they are as well. So this is, again, not to bash one or the other, but it's to also state that when some people like to use terms that favor them, for example, partner rather than helpmate, right? A helpmate can be good to certain women or it can be demeaning. A partner can be good to certain women or it can be a burden to another woman. And vice versa for a man. But whatever the case is, however you want to build your foundation, because everybody's going to lean one way or the other. I'm more of a cultured background. And most people are going to want a traditional person. Most people are going to want someone who protects, provides, and serves. Men kind of already know what they're supposed to do. You would assume that women would also know that as well, whether that's cook, clean, nurture, care, and cater to, happy home, maybe happy husband, happy life, not just happy wife, happy life. You see, everyone should benefit, not just one way or the other, in order for you to be okay. It almost seems as if a man is just trying to keep his senses rather than lose it to his family. And so we want to create a culture where in this community we are financially free and we are able to speak openly and discuss whatever opinions we may have without feeling as though our job is off the table or there's no other income that we can possibly gain, or that everything stops because I said X, Y, and Z. Cancel culture, whatever culture, it truly doesn't matter. You see, and you get to that point when you are financially free. You get to that point when you don't rely on one person, one thing, or one button to control your whole life. And so I do commend Steve Harvey for his work ethic, for all that he's done. He's obviously gotten a lot of these deals and sponsorships due to his ability to communicate effectively and not say what I'm saying now. But at the same time, I understand that every brand deal isn't for me. I understand that every deal isn't for me if it is going to censor how I truly feel, how I want to come across, and how I want to speak. And will that limit some of the money that I can obtain in a certain industry? Absolutely. But that is why I'm a manager more than anything. And I manage the businesses that I run. I manage the things that I get into so that I can be as free as I want to be. I can be like, but I won't be them, but I can be like a Elon Musk. I can be like a Jeff Bezos. I can be like a, who's the owner of the Mavs? Mark. Yeah, so there's so many people who are free that you can tell are free, that can speak however they so choose, have their opinions and live by those opinions. And that doesn't mean that they're incapable of change. We're all capable of at least hearing others out and not being dense, right? We're all capable of understanding others and still being humble and considerate of other people's feelings. But we're also capable of having a voice that is not censored. And I think that's very important. I don't want people to be ignorant and just block out others, because that's not what this channel is about. But I do want you to understand that financial freedom comes with the opportunity to truly be you. When you walk into that office, you can say, I'm clocking in because I want to be here, not because I have to be. Right? So if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.